Hey, this is Jenny Jones, Digital Growth Hacks Club. All right, so we are back here with day 5. Wow, and this has been a journey. We've looked at all these different tools. Today's tool, I think this tool is going to be a tool for everyone, right? And so when I was going through looking at the different tools, what is a sleeper tool that no one's talking about? I'm not going to say no one's talking about it, but I'm going to say it's a sleeper tool that you definitely should take advantage of. If this is your first time to this channel, please like and subscribe. You never know what kind of tools I'm going to put together with these lifetime deals. This is a tool I think I'm going to hack with 2 other tools that I've previously had with Appsumo. That's the beauty of it. I take all of my tools and I make sure that they're all being used. So if you're following this channel for the first time, you're going to find that out and you are going to discover that. All right, so let's get over to my desktop. I want to show you this. This is a tool I honestly think you need to full stack this one, at least a tier 3, and I'll be able to explain to you the reason why. If it's not a tier, if you don't need a full stack, I'll let you know. But this is one you don't know if you need to full stack it. Very well put together. Let's go over to my desktop. Let's take a look at it. All right, so we are over at my desktop. This the name of the tool is Fable, right? I used to play a video game named Fable. That's another story for another day. All right, so listen, this tool, I'm not going to say it's sneaky because it's been out on people's radars. I actually have another tool that's similar to this one that I bought a year and a half ago. But this one seems better, cleaner, less confusing is what I'll say. This is easier to deploy. That's the way I'll say it. And I can't think of the name of the tool. Let me pause real quick. Let me find the name of the tool that I actually have. And I'm not comparing it to. I just want to let you know if you do have that tool, this may be an easier tool to use. So let me find that tool really quick. All right, I was able to find a tool. The name of the tool is called Useful, right? And this was the first tool that I seen came, and I come to Appsumo, but this one was very mature. I think it was more of a it wasn't lightweight. It was very well put together. And this is a tool that came a couple of years ago, and it was pretty good. But to me, honestly, it was pretty hard to deploy, right? And I think I ended up with a tier 2. I think is what I got, 10,000 assists per month. So this was pretty good. Again, it was just here January 2022. That was 2 years ago. And I haven't really been able to deploy this like I want to because it's kind of, I'm not going to say it's overly difficult. I'd rather just make a video, right, than to use this tool because I said, well, I can just explain it a little bit better. But it's one of those tools that go from screenshot to screenshot, and it kind of explains. This tool here we're talking about, this is a tool. Fable is so if I compare the two from Useful and Fable, I think Fable is easier to deploy, but I think Useful is more advanced. But I think Fable has a good future. So let me go back to Fable. I just wanted to make sure. Oh, I didn't even spell it. Yeah, so I just wanted to make sure that you knew the difference because I do have Useful, right? So let's look at the deal a little bit real quick here. And again, I want to try to make this a really quick video because I have a long day tomorrow and this weekend, right? And something came in the mail from Appsumo. Oh my God, I got to show you guys. I haven't even opened it up. I'm going to do a reveal for you guys. We're going to see what's going to happen here. All right, so create interactive demos fast. That's exactly what it does. Let me tell you the reason why you really need this tool. And I probably say that to all, I don't think I say that to about all the tools. I just say, hey, if it fits, it works for you. It's easily embeddable anywhere. I think the fact that it has webhooks, you can remove the branding, it has custom webhooks, no watermarks. I think that's good. So what you're going to find is you can actually get away because you'll still have call to action buttons here, customized demo loader. This has a lot. So even a tier 1 is definitely a good purchase. I'm looking at some of the things you can do here. All right. But when you get to tier 2, you may want to blur and hide elements. So if you're into doing any type of demos or showing people different things, you definitely want to have something that's going to give you the ability to blur and hide elements, right? The Zapier integration, we already know what that's about, right? But to have the ability to have a custom lead form, just in case if you're actually showing someone how to do something and then you want to bring them in and send them to a level 2 of the explanation. This is if you have vision and you want to think about it, right? So I think a tier 1 helps you, but I'm going to explain to you how you would deploy this, and you'll probably end up needing at least probably a tier 2. I actually think you can get away with a tier 1, but a tier 3 gives you a lot more power, and you might just get into the business of doing this for someone. So anytime there's an opportunity where you can create an agency or do this for your clients, this is definitely an opportunity, and you make your money back off of one sale, right? And so we already talked about that, right? And so I love it when we already talked about it. I love it when founders show up and they give you all the co-founders LinkedIn and bio. They have affiliate program. When you start seeing all that, you say, okay, these people got their stuff together, or they're going to be headed in the right direction. When you show up, there's a logo here, no one's there, and one or two things here. Those are just things that I just question a lot. Were you ready to come to Appsumo? Were you prepared? Enough about that. But those are things I definitely pay attention to, right? So this has hotspots and all that. Let's take a look at the tool. Let me show you how I deployed it and why I deployed it, right? The reason why I say so here's what I'll say. So because you don't really have a limit, right? You can do unlimited published demos. If you can do unlimited published demos, views, and viewers, you can do that on a tier 1. I think that's great. It's only when you start growing, when you think about, oh, I don't want to share my password. I have another person working with me, or I have a VA I want to create for. So as a minimum, I'm thinking tier 2. This is well worth the price, because for $119, you're able to get a support. You can create your whole support engine. And what people are doing is, you buying all these chat bots, that's fine, but people are still going to want an interactive demo, or they're going to want somebody to work with them, and they're going to want somebody to set up a one-on-one call. That keeps your customer complaints down, and at a minimum, if you definitely don't have the opportunity to hire a full support staff. So you can go here, but then if you have a custom lead form, or actually, with the call to action button, you can embed a calendar in there and says, hey, if this is still not working for you, you can still do that from a tier 1. This is only if you're thinking about scaling. If you're going to be a solopreneur for the rest of your life, this is fine. 49 will do you. That's all you really need. But if you're going to grow, at least have a VA or somebody assisting you, then you at least need to create another account, a licensed tier 2. But I'm thinking, if nothing else, for this deal, for what you can get, I think just a tier 1. I think everybody should get a tier 1 of Fable, and I'm gonna explain to you the reason why. And I went to explain to you earlier is because if you have everybody's putting a chat bot, you can actually send a chat bot, right? You can send a chat bot to a custom domain, right? And you can say, hey, you can find a link to what you're trying to do here. I've mixed this with another tool. I've mixed this with 2 other tools, but for the sake of this video, I'm not going to get into those. I may do those a little bit later. Depends on your comments below. If you tell me, hey, Jenny, show me the other tool you linked it with or whatever. If I get enough comments, I'll take out the time and actually show you that. Or I may put it on Saas Use Case TV. Just when I have to do additional things that you want to see, I'll put that there and you can take a look at it. And I mix it in because the reason why is because you really want a help center. You want a help center, but there's one thing to have a help center with all text. There's another thing to have it with interactive demos, right? Trust me, you've tried to do that yourself. So you have these webhooks and you have a custom domain. You can deploy it. All right, so let me tell you what my challenge was, right? So my challenge is I'm launching a new Saas use case freelance setup site. And this will be, if you're a tier 3 member and above, you'll get free access to posting gigs, at least one new gig or one new you help with once a month. If you're a hackpack 3 member or above, you'll be able to do this. So you can post your gigs here. It says, hey, I want to post a gig. I need somebody to help me with a funnel. I need somebody to help me set up my DNS. I need somebody to help me put some things together on my website. I'm just not getting it. you can actually post your gig here. And then these are the people that they can actually post and says, hey, I'm looking to help people implement their tools. I'm looking to help people to put their different things together. And then they'll post here. So this is a new site that I have launching. And right now it's only for, I'm going to put the link. If you are a Hackpack 3 member or above, you can, I'm going to put the link in there. You hit me up with a discount code and I'll give you your one access a month to start putting your open gigs here. If you're looking for a gig or you want to post somebody to help you, I want to thank out Joyful Stamping, one of my members. I want to thank out Chris Patel for him for helping me out as well. We were kind of doing some demoing, kind of making sure it's working, it's prepared, and it's ready for you guys. So the difficult thing about this is coming to this for the first time is you don't really know what to do and you don't really want to explain, and there's no help file. So I created a whole nother help file using a tool, right? So this is the actual tool. This is, I really want to do another video on this to break it down into those details, but all I really did was I installed, it has a plugin. And what you do is you tell the plugin, all right, this is what we want to do. You click on the plugin, you say, all right, let's go. And you just start clicking on the things you want people to do. That's why I said this is a little bit easier to use than usefulness. It's easier to use in that tool because that tool had a lot of setup, useful. It had a lot of setup to do, and it wasn't bad. It was really technical to put together. So all you have to do, and this is once you hit record, it brings you back, and once you hit stop, it automatically brings you to the different steps that you did. So for this particular case, I did, I think 5 or 6 or 7 steps, but I just want to show you what happens when it comes back. So the first button I clicked on, come back here, this says post a gig. So I wanted people to understand how to post a gig, right? And this is what I'm going to actually use for the new members, the new Hackpack 3 members and above. I wanted to create a video. So I clicked on that first button right here. I can edit. It says, click here to start a business post for your open job you want people to bid or help you with, right? And so again, it's 16 steps. So you click on that and you can change it right here. I can just change it. It says, let me change it. If I wanted to change it, I can actually come and just add some other stuff or another overlay to say something else. So I can just put here, I'm gonna see, I have an extra space here. So I'm gonna see, click here to get, I'll just put get here so you can see. So we put get here to get started. To get started on a business post. So I just added that. And so I wanted you to see that. So then what you do is you go to the next step, right? Once you click on that, it brings you to the next level here. And it says, hey, click here to start entering your data for a free beta post. Now this is for the people who did the beta testing for me. The next ones, you're going to have coupons. This is kind of the pricing of what we're going to do here. I kind of want to help out my audience. They're looking for different people, people that I'm going to probably interview and see if they're trustworthy to work on gigs for people. And so what you can do here is you can add call to actions here. So you can go here and you can create another link to go somewhere else. And it says, if you need more, or if you're not getting this, then you can actually put a link to a Tiny Cow or something like that. Set up an additional appointment and we could talk about it. Or if you're just struggling to do that, right? Branding is you can change the background color. If I wanted the blue to match this blue, I can actually put that color in there as well. You can add the Fable watermark. So it gives you a watermark here, powered by Fable, which I think even at tier 1, I don't think you can get the watermark, right? And the watermark shows up here. But if you wanted to remove that, you just, hey, I don't want people to know what I'm really using, then you remove it and you can remove it right there. Right. And so then they have hot spots and they have effects, right? So you can do different things, effects, customize, applied on a current page and annotation. When annotation displayed, you can choose predetermined templates that you can add your custom effects using CSS. This tool is by far the easiest to deploy out of all the help. Now, then it's been about 4. if I can remember, there's been about 4, including Useful. The rest of them just were not ready for prime time. This is the first one I've seen it come. I was like, wow, this really, really feels good. So you do that, and then you can preview how it looks, and then you can publish it. Now, the way you share it is you can embed it, or you can just have it on a standalone HTML. Like I said, I'm going to mix this with another tool because I do have a help desk. I think it's the name of the tool that I used it with is, I think it's DoStick. Let me see if that's it. Stand by. All right, so this is a tool. I thought it was DoStick, but it's DoStack. So this is a tool. They were on Appsumo. They were actually on Appsumo. I want to say 2 years ago. Appsumo was hot 2 years ago. They had everything you can think of was dropping, right? And not that they don't have enough now, but it's a lot of AI tools that are coming. And you got to look and see which tools will work out for you. But this is a tool that came, and a lot of people are like, I don't need that, Jenny, or whatever. This tool is to deploy your customer service. You have your SOPs, and you have a lot of customization when it comes to setting up private portals for tech support. So you guys know I run a lot of brands, but I have 4 different branded tech support portals. And I think they gave me unlimited portals. This is crazy. So again, this tool came. I don't even know if there's an affiliate link or anything like that. There are some tools you may just have to pay for because you may not see come back. But DoStick was one of them. So DoStick is a tool that allows you to create these customer service portals. You can just put everything in there, right? Or you can use some of the other tools that came that allow you to do the custom portals that just recently left here. So, hey, this has been Jenny Jones. This is your sleeper tool. Let me get back to it because I don't want to. So Fable is your sleeper tool for number 5. So we're going to do 6. These are 6 tools that I wanted you to take an additional look at and see that you can utilize them. This has 29 reviews. I want to say that's 4 and 3/4 tacos, but it's very, very good. I got to tell you, right? And I probably say that about a lot of tools. This is a nice little tool here. I really like it. Let's look at the integrations because I don't know if the integrations are to our liking. What I mean by our liking is, let me get to the integrations. Yeah, so this is the dashboard here. Integrations, settings, free demo consultation. I love it when they say, hey, get with us if you want to really know how to use this and the power of it. So user management, that's how many users you have. But let's look at the integrations here really quick. All right, so you have Zapier, you have Slack, Pipedrive, you have a webhook integration. That's when someone submits a lead form, submits a form, the information is passed through Fable, and it goes to your webhook, and it goes to wherever you want that information to go, maybe into a VBout or something like that, and or HubSpot or Salesforce, MailChimp, Outreach. The only ones I think that you would be interested in as a Sumo link would probably be, I don't know, maybe just a webhooks. And maybe you can webhook it to a Pabbly Connect, which I'll put a link in the description for that if you want the lifetime deal for that. And I put that in there as well. So you could do that. I think that, and that only really serves you well. The forms really serve you well if you get the tier 3 custom lead forms. And the only reason why I think that you may need a tier 3, I would start off, if I was you, I'd start off with a tier 1. You're going to see the power. I don't know how long this has been here, but if they're going to move up, I think they came last month in May. So they may be here probably through the end of June. Again, I don't know. But as you move up, right, hit a couple of paydays, get some deals come in, you might want to move up and get you to tier 3. And the only reason why I said it is because you can actually probably use this as a light lead magnet. I really believe you can have some different things that you can do. Maybe there's something you're really, really good at, and then you take somebody down a journey and you says, hey, if you want to see the next half and how I put this together, go ahead and request entry to see the next half. And you can just have a lead form on there, and then the lead form takes them to the next domain or the next page where you have it embedded, and they can see the actual piece of that, and it becomes a lead magnet. So you can. So this is only if you want to get creative. I think a tier 3. I really believe if nothing else you do, a tier 1 is fine, but a tier 2 is a nice sweet spot for this tool. But a tier 3 is if you want to extend the tool and make your money. You can make your money back, the $249 back, very easily with a custom lead form. And on-screen HTML customization. That's going to be key because you can actually, as you customize the HTML, you can actually go in and add your overlays inside of it. So I'm going to talk with them and find out and get a little bit more on the on-screen HTML customization. But I think there's some other things you can do here that you can really kind of take over and look at the HTML code, and it allows you to add some different things, some overlays as such. So yeah, that's what you can do there. So again, hey, this has been Jenny Jones. You guys have been great. This is day 5, man. I finally got it in the books. Had a lot going on today. So day 6 is coming tomorrow. So you guys don't forget on Appsumo day, I'm actually going to reveal. Appsumo sent me something. I can't wait. It's a big box too. All right. So we'll take a look at that and we'll see. I'm going to reveal that, for Sumo day. You guys take care. Goodbye for now.